is Attorney Diani Winter-Funde, and this is Immigration Nation. At the top of the news hour today for Immigration News, we know that President Trump, in the last minutes before he departed the White House, he granted Venezuelans temporary legal status. In addition, the court cannot hear suit over immigration case court limits. Another highlight of the week is that the Department of Homeland Security, they have a new acting head while President Biden is picking a new leader. We also learned that President Biden has sent to Congress his immigration reform bill after being sworn in. Now, those are the top stories. Let's dive into what's going on in Immigration Nation. All right. President Trump granted Venezuelans temporary legal status on his last day in office. President Trump announced he would offer Venezuelan exiles protection from deportation, a move he has considered for years, but refused to do so until his last full day in office. The little-known program, DED, and you should be familiar with DED because that's also granted for librarians, Deferred and Forced Departure Program, is similar to temporary protected status. It protects recipients from deportation and allows them to work. However, it is only granted directly by the president instead of by Department of Homeland Security. Based on the president's memo, the U.S. will defer for 18 months the removal of certain Venezuelans present in the United States, and it allows them to work. In further immigration news, the court cannot hear suit over immigration case closure limits. On Tuesday, a Minnesota federal judge tossed a challenge to restrictions on immigration judges' authority to lower priority cases, ruling that the claims do not clear the jurisdictional bar preventing district courts from reviewing those types of immigration decisions. The lawsuit argues that the restrictions on administrative closure established in former Attorney General Jeff Sessions' immigration decision, known as Matter of Castro-Trump, can be challenged in court. But the judge said that argument attempts to grant the district court power where it has none. Specifically, the judge noted that challenges to Castro-Trump can only arise in removal proceedings. Tuesday's ruling comes after two federal appellate courts have struck down Castro-Trump as illegal. The Fifth Circuit says private prison companies must face forced labor suit. On Wednesday, the Fifth Circuit affirmed a Texas federal court's ruling that private prison company detention centers, Core Civic Inc., must face a proposed class action suit accusing it of operating forced labor camps that violates the human rights of immigrant detainees. The split panel denied the company's argument that its work program falls outside of the Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2000 forced labor prohibition. Core Civic was sued in 2018 for allegedly forcing civil immigrant detainees to work in its facilities in Texas and across the United States, and threatening to punish, isolate, or otherwise retaliate against those who refuse to comply. A Core Civic spokesperson, issued a statement Wednesday defending the work program and denying liability. Shame on you, Core Civic. The Department of Homeland Security has gotten a new acting head while President Biden pick awaits approval. On Wednesday, the Department of Homeland Security installed the third acting secretary to head the agency this month, with TSA Administrator David P. Pekoski taking over until President Biden nominee is confirmed. Pekoski is slated to lead the agency pending the approval of Alejandra Mayorkas. Pekoski relieved Peter Gaynor, the former head of FEMA, which he also held on a temporary basis following Chad Wolf's abrupt resignation on January 11th. Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Mr. Wolf. Pekoski and Gaynor both worked to ensure the U.S. Capitol would be secure for Biden's swearing in last Wednesday. President Biden has sent Congress an immigration reform bill. On Wednesday, President Joe Biden was sworn in as the 46th president of the United States. President Biden is to send a comprehensive immigration reform bill to Congress shortly after being sworn in. He is proposing overhauls to key parts of the country's system that would include a pathway to citizenship for many. The proposed legislation, titled the U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021, provides a pathway to citizenship for millions of immigrants, includes additional funding for border technology, and aims to address the root causes of migration in Central America. We know the root causes of migration in Central America, don't we? The bill would also seek to overhaul aspects of the legal immigration system by expanding certain visa programs, such as providing dependents of H-1B visa holders work authorization and preventing children from aging out of the system. Thank you, President Biden. In addition, the Department of Labor is changing its wage guidelines for H-2A agricultural visas. The Department of Labor finalized changes to the H-2A agricultural visa program on Friday to replace prevailing wage guidelines and permit businesses to stagger the entry of workers into the United States. The rule's final changes include requirements that employers electronically file documents to apply for the H-2A program, and provisions allowing businesses that offer part-time work to jointly file a single H-2A application and employ the same workers full-time. The rule also allows government officials to inspect employer-provided housing, which is mandatory under the program, for up to 24 months, and order improved living conditions. The rule will go into effect 30 days after it has been published in the Federal Register. President Biden has also proposed an 8-year pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants. President Joe Biden is proposing an extensive immigration reform bill, which includes an 8-year path to citizenship for 11 million people living in the United States illegally. The bill would offer one of the quickest pathways to citizenship for undocumented immigrants in recent years. Those living in the United States illegally as of January 1 would have a 5-year path to a green card contingent upon a background check, paying taxes, and other basic requirements. After, eligible immigrants would have a 3-year path to naturalization. Remember, it's only a bill. And finally, the Fourth Circuit revives claim over USCI delays in processing U visa applications. On Thursday, the Fourth Circuit revived claims that USCIS has unreasonably delayed in placing 5 applicants for US visas on waiting list so they can qualify for permits, allowing them to work legally in the United States. A unanimous 3-judge panel said it was too early in the litigation to determine whether United States Citizenship and Immigration Services had reasonable policies in place for processing applications for U visas, which are issued to victims of serious crimes who cooperate with law enforcement. And a judge in North Carolina should not have granted the agent's motion to dismiss. That is it in the news this week. I want to commend, I want to credit DocketWise because I literally took their briefing and read the news. I have a blast keeping everyone updated on all things immigration law. The big thing of the week is the US Citizenship Act of 2021. That is the big thing. However, keep in mind, it is only a bill. It is now up to us. It is now up to us to call our congressmen, make sure, and women, and make sure they get to work in ensuring this bill passes. I want you to like and subscribe to my channel. And my name is Deani Winter Funde of Winter Immigration. And this is Immigration Nation. And until next time, walk good.